What's up everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for seasoning, I have garlic powder, Old Bay, and black pepper. For my meats and seafood, I have chicken apple sausages. You can use any kind of sausage that you want. I have 1.5 pounds of jumbo shrimp from Costco. I have 1.5 pounds of king crab legs from Costco as well. For veggies, I have 1 whole onion that I'm gonna cut in half. I have a whole lemon. I have 5 red potatoes. I have 4 whole corns that I actually have to tear the husk off and all that stuff. I have 1 stick of butter, a little bit of minced garlic because I actually don't have real garlic, and minced works just as well. And I have a whole box of chicken broth that is low sodium. So for starters, I have my Dutch oven preheating right now, and in a second I'm gonna add the chicken broth. Okay, so now that the Dutch oven is heated up, I'm going to pour this whole box of chicken broth. Shake it a little bit. That is the entire box. So next I'm going to add 2 cups of water. So here's my 2 cups of water going in. I'm gonna give that a little bit of a stir. So next I'm going to add 1 teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half of Old Bay. There he goes. So now I'm gonna do 3 of these, only because I only have a half a teaspoon. I don't know what happened to my 1 teaspoon. So just a little bit of that. Maybe 1 more. So that was Old Bay. I'm going to add probably about 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Garlic powder. Or actually, maybe just 1 teaspoon. Let's do another half. Why not? So that was garlic powder. And I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Booyah! I'm going to add some minced garlic. So I'll do There's a half a teaspoon there. I'll do 1 full teaspoon of minced garlic. So I'm gonna give that a stir. Now to each his own, obviously. Everybody makes their boil different. This is just how I'm going about it. So give that a nice stir. And now, I'm going to add 1 whole stick of butter. I know some people use unsalted. I'm just gonna use regular old butter. So now I'm gonna put the top on this and cut up some onion. Then I'm gonna throw some onion in there. I'm gonna cut the red potatoes in halves and throw those in there and let them all simmer together. So next I have a nice sharp knife. I'm going to cut this onion. It's a massive onion, by the way. Cut that in 4. I'm just gonna put this off to the side here. No crying. I got no crying. So next I'm going to cut, my potatoes in half. I'm going to rinse them. Last thing I'm gonna do is cut my lemon. Squeeze this into the pot. So I have all of this cut up. I'm going to put it inside of the pot. So pot is nice and hot. Just give that a little bit of a stir. Okay, so now I'm going to add the onion to the pot. I'm going to add the potatoes. If you hear any noise in the background, my husband's watching TV, no big a deal. Now I'm going to add the lemon. Oh, caught a seed. Oh, caught a few more. Oh, caught another one. Clearly I didn't do a really good job of getting all the seeds out. So, I'm gonna add that in there. Put these seeds over to the side. Don't want those. Same thing, squeeze a lemon. Oh. A few seeds. sausages. Got the lemon. A seed did fall in, but I'm sure I'll catch it towards the end. Rinse the hands off. So now I'm gonna give that a stir. Going to let that cook. And now I'm going to cut up these sausages. So I wiped my board off, so now I'm going to cut up my chicken and apple sausages. Now, I love these. You can get these from Costco, you can get these from a regular store. You can also use any sausages that you want. I just thought that this will give it a little bit flavor with the chicken and the apple, and they're smoked. So I'm going to open the package and cut these bad boys. And I'm actually gonna saute the sausages before I put them into the pot with a little bit of garlic. Get them nice and brown, and then I'm going to place them into the pot. So I don't need too much, so this is perfect. So now I'm going to put these in the skillet and saute them. So while I saute the sausages, I'm gonna add just a little bit of olive oil just so they don't stick. Now that the skillet's nice and hot, I'm gonna add the sausages. Stir. Nice little stir. I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of minced garlic to the sausages. Roll that around. Now I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. The sausages, give them a little more flavor. And now these sausages are already cooked, so I'm just kind of browning them so they hold in all the flavor. Like I said, I'm not in here to cook these, I just wanted to brown them. And it smells so good in here, guys. So, I think that's good enough. Alright, so I'm going to put the, I make sure it's not too hot. It's a little hot. I'm going to put the sausages in the pot here. It's boiling perfectly. Make sure you get the garlic out of there, all the juices. Stir that in. Looking good. So now I'm gonna take a fork to a potato and see where we're at. So, see if I can find one. There's one. Nope, still hard. Alright, so I'm gonna put the top back on and let that continue to cook. So now, while that's boiling, I am going to get some corn done. Now, I got 4 of these, and I love corn. So you guys can use whatever corn you like, frozen, whatever the case may be. I'm going to pull the husks off of these ones. So, yep. Okay, so I got the corn washed and cleaned off. I am going to cut the ends off because there's nothing there. I'm going to put them in the pot. The corn. I want to test a potato. It's getting there. It's not all the way, but it's getting there. So, I'm going to let that cook together. Look at these boys. Look at those, they're huge. So, I just want to get some of the excess stuff off of them. So if you haven't been able to tell, I absolutely love garlic. So going to add another half a teaspoon of garlic and stir that around. Now what I'm going to do is I'm leaving the tail and the skins on the shrimp because it holds in a lot of the flavor. So I'm going to put those guys in there. Turn around a little bit in the garlic. Look at that, they're already turning pink. That didn't take long at all. And it does not take shrimp long to cook at all anyways. So, they actually cook relatively fast. So I just wanted to get some of the color out of them and a little more pink. So I'm gonna let those saute for probably like another minute or so and then pop it into the pot. Alright, so now going to add the shrimp to the pot. Trying to make sure those get into the juice. Add a little more Old Bay. Gonna let that sit in there for a little longer. Then I'm going to preheat the oven to 350. I'm going to pour all of that with the crab and let that sit in the oven for about 10 minutes. So, okay, so now I'm going to put the crab into the roasting pot, and I'm going to take the pot off the stove, put it in here, throw it in the oven so it can all cook together. So I'm going to do that now. If you're wondering how this is being recorded, it's being recorded by my husband.
Hello.
So there's my pot. I'm going to put that into the sink. I'm going to take this. I'm going to get a good shot of that.
That's really good.
That's good shrimp in it, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to pour this into the pan. As carefully as I can. So now that I have some of the juice in here, I'm going to put the king crab. That way these can absorb a lot of the juice. Here they are. They also broke the legs. Here's one big one. This is going into the pot. Here's the other big one. God, these things are huge.
It's just one part of it is the crazy thing.
I know. Put that in there. So now I'm going to add the rest of the pot. That is a lot of food.
Yes, it is.
Now I am going to place the pot into the oven at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes. So that way the crab legs can absorb a lot of the juice. And yeah, so see you back in 10 minutes. Alright, so I'm gonna take it out of the oven. Oh my god, it smells so good.
It really does.
Look at that. Alright guys, there you have it. That is how I make my king crab leg seafood boil mukbangs. Mukbangs? I'm still learning, guys. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did. I see my snow crab video is like doing really well and you guys seem to really enjoy it. So I hope you enjoyed this one just as much as that last one, which I will link obviously. But yeah, so hope you like it. If you did, please be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like, you want to subscribe, guys. Hit that bell to be notified on every time that I post a video. And drop a comment down below. I want to talk to you guys. So yeah, I needed to make an ending for this video because clearly I didn't make one for this one. And yeah, I kind of just ended it, which was weird. But like I said, this video is pre-recorded. I did say that in the beginning of this video. But yeah. But yeah, guys, I love you. Hope you all have a wonderful day. And if you're new to the T-Fam, I appreciate you. Alright, guys. Talk to you later. See you in the next video.